think one of the challenges, boys, for businesses is being agile. One of the things we've spoken about probably for the last 6 months is one-on-one coaching. Yeah. And what we do know is collectively we work really well with teams, but we haven't delved too much into that individual stuff. But clearly through the next 3 to 6 months, leaders are going to need some tips on how to lead.
Yeah.
Jez, and I'll get to you, Emil, as well, but what are the key things do you think that you're talking to your leaders about already and we can translate into productivity over the next 3 to 6 months?
Yeah, in the last 2 days, I've probably spoken to 5 or 6 CEOs and I think one of the key things they're really looking for is just someone to chat with and to run things past and say, hey, is this the best way to do it? Could I do it better? So it's really just someone external to check into. And then we can talk about how we're communicating, are we making people feel confident? Are we giving direction? Are we using our values in terms of our decision making? So there's a million different things that we can do, but it's actually about providing the check-in, the external check-in for people just to ring. Say, hey Murph, I had this incident yesterday, how could I handle it better? I want to have this meeting tomorrow. How do you think we might do this? And ultimately, we're acting in a reassuring way to sort of say, hey, you've probably got the answers, but that's fantastic.
I think one of the biggest mistakes we make is think that leaders know everything. And then we tend to just let the leaders lead. I mean, you do a lot of it anyway, Emil, as Jared does, through the team training you do. But there's no doubt it's a real opportunity for leaders to be upskilled. While they've probably got a bit more time on their hands, one of the biggest challenges with CEOs and leaders is to find time to sit them down, put an hour aside, have a coffee with them, have a phone call. So there's clearly going to be a lot more time over the next 3 to 6 months. What are some of the things that you think you can get across in that period as well?
I've had doing the same with you, Jez. I've done the same thing. I've been challenging my leaders to share their decision making. So if they've made a decision, to lean into letting them know why they made that decision. But on top of that, being okay with saying, hey, I don't have the answer, because most of us don't, and say, I don't know, what do you reckon? And that way they start to own decision making, which we know when we feel more in control, we're more likely to behave in a certain way. So mine's always been around leaning into sharing your decision making that you've made, or if you don't know, being okay with, hey, say I don't know, and then eliciting the team to make decisions.
And you've been there, Rizzy. So like when you're coaching Melbourne Football Club and they're losing a few games, it's a bit lonely, and you're under a bit of pressure. Like, what are you looking for? So what are the things that you need in those times?
Yeah, you hit the nail on the head. Firstly, just someone to talk to. I don't think you can underestimate that from that point of view, because and you never know what's going to be unearthed, because as a leader you often think, I can't talk to that person or that person, but when someone rings you or sits you down over coffee, you start to open up. So that would be the first thing. I think the other thing is what we know is often through the process of getting your job updated or getting a promotion, it's often around the technical side. So a lot of our clients are technically very, very good at what they do. They've got a great deal of knowledge, but through that process, they really haven't managed a lot of stuff. I was the same. I went from being a player to suddenly a coach. Suddenly I've got 44 good guys. I've got 5 medical staff. I've got welfare. So just some really simple tools. How do you address conflict? How do you build relationships? How do you make sure your staff are really sure on what their roles are? What are you rewarding? What are you challenging? So I'm really excited what we can contribute, guys. I think it's certainly something we're passionate about, as hopefully you can see. We're really passionate about it, but I think we can make a real difference over the next period of time.
Absolutely.